Bro, Oda, what you doing? If you keep dropping chapter like this, like the way you're doing now, I'll forget all the ladies I saw in the color spread. Well, perhaps not. The color spread looks awesome. We're seeing all the popular ladies in a single spread with Boa Hancock, Vibi, Yamato, Robin, Koala, Shirahoshi, Perona, Reiju, and the Weather Queen, Nami. So I guess that's gonna be Nami's alias from now. She's not Cat Burglar anymore. She is the Weather Queen. That's better. Much better. So the chapter starts with Sabo. He's making his way inside the Holy Land. He's using his devil fruit ability to defeat the guards. On his way, he meets Jewelry Bonnie. We see bruises on her face and all over her body. Was she fighting someone? Was she trying to rescue her father all by herself? What was she thinking? She should be glad that the revolutionary made a move. Otherwise, she would have been in prison again. Karasu contacted Sabo and told him he got the keys, so they can free the slaves and rescue Kuma anytime they want. Now, Bonnie knows Kuma is in safe hands, so she lets Sabo handle it. It was Morley who not only saved Kuma, he also saved Princess Shirahoshi's brother. In page 4, we see Gorosei and Cobra are inside the throne room. They ask Cobra what he wants to learn. Why did he ask for a meeting? They became suspicious when Cobra was asking for a meeting. They were wondering if he had found out something about his ancestor who lived during the Void Century. So Cobra didn't beat around the bush. He went to the heart of the matter in the first sentence. He was saying the same thing what Doflamingo was talking to Law. So 800 years ago, the world government was founded by 20 kings. After that, they moved to Marijoa along with their families. Over time, their descendants came to be known as the Celestial Dragons. They have ruled over the world for 800 years. Within their groups, 20 kings remained equal. The reason was to make sure no single dictator can be born. They created the empty throne and surrounded it with 20 weapons of the 20 kings. They made an oath nobody would sit on the throne. On the other hand, in the new 20 countries that lost their royal family, new rulers were chosen from them. And because of that, the royal families that ruled the countries during the Void Century no longer appear in their homelands. However, Arabasta is different. The reigning queen at the time was Queen Nefertari. She was able to keep her name among the first 20 kings. However, she turned down the offer to become one of the Celestial Dragons. And that's why inside the kingdom of Arabasta, the royal family that rules the country is the Nefertari family. Since she didn't want to be part of world government, there are only 19 swords surrounding the throne. So Cobra was mentioning this point to the Gorosei, and he was also saying that he has looked through all the ancient writings that remain in the country. However, the history that recorded after the events of the Void Century doesn't mention the name of Queen Nefertari Lily. So that means she didn't come to Arabasta. So what happened to her? Why couldn't she make it to Arabasta? That's what he was asking. Since she couldn't make it to Arabasta, her younger brother took up the country and ruled it in her stead. So it was Saturn who was responding to King Cobra. He was saying that this is the story of 800 years ago, and it's true that the Nefertari family were the only family that didn't move to Marijoa, but they also returned to their country. But why she didn't want to be at Tenryubito? They don't know. As for her whereabouts, they know nothing about her whereabouts. When Imu saw Princess Vivi's photo, he was muttering something. She looks just like her. And that's not all. Her temperament is also similar. So Imu was talking to Cobra about Nefertari Lily. Kingdom of Alabasta is one of the 20 countries that founded the world government. But Nefertari Lily didn't become a Tenryubito. She and her family didn't move to Marijoa. She didn't even place her allegiance to the empty throne. So why did she refuse to become a Tenryubito? I think she learned she made a mistake. Imu lied to her about Joy Boy, or the world he wanted to create. He wanted everyone to be free. But Imu and the people who led the war during the Void Century convinced her otherwise. After the war, she found something wasn't right. The way Imu and the allied nations treated the innocent was absolutely horrifying. She didn't want to be part of them anymore. She already made a grave mistake. She wanted to find the truth, so she left her country, but she was never seen again. I don't know if Oda is foreshadowing something here. I mean, Cobra is talking about Lily here. Cobra is a snake, and Amazon Lily is a place where everyone has a snake. Did Lily come to Amazon Lily and settle in there? In the ancient Greece, Amazon meant the courageous female fighter, so Amazon Lily could mean the brave female warrior of the sea. Lily. Amazon is Lily's title. She took a different identity and helped the people around this island in the Calm Belt. world. The government or the others cannot venture into the calm belt, so it was a perfect hiding spot for her. Luffy trained on Ruskaina Island for 2 years. In the ancient time, there was a kingdom on Ruskaina Island. I wonder if Nefertari Lily had any connection to that kingdom. Amazon Lily is only a few nautical miles from Ruskaina. However, the seasons in Ruskaina Island are completely different from Amazon Lily. It has 48 seasons where they wiped out during the Void Century, and Lily came here to atone for her mistake. I don't know. I know Rayleigh told Luffy that the inhabitants couldn't survive because of the extreme weather condition, but I think he told Luffy the half-truth. It could be related to Imu and his cronies. Actually, I'm very curious about the tree that prevents any animals from approaching it. Have you seen the stones around it? It is definitely the work of a human. Who did it? Are these stones signifying something? Are these the graves of Joy Boy and his friends who fell in the war against 20 kingdoms? If it's true, then it's massive. Luffy trained at the place of Joy Boy and his friends' graves. How amazing is that? They have been watching Luffy for 2 years. He got their blessings for 2 years. I think it is one of the reasons Rayleigh chose this island. He deliberately chose it. The next Joy Boy is training at the graves of the heroes of the past. This is so meaningful and emotional. I wonder if that stone where Luffy kept his hat on is actually Joy Boy's grave. That would be incredible. Anyways, if Nefertari Lily didn't go to Amazon but got captured instead, I think the Gorosei of that time took her to marry Joa. Imu likes to stay inside the flower room. Why? That room is not that special. So why would he play with the butterflies in there? Does it have something to do with Lily? I mean, Lily might have loved flowers and butterflies. So maybe Imu is taking care of her flowers all these years. The first word he spoke in the series is of Lily's name. Apparently, it looks like Lily is dead, but I doubt that. I think she's inside one of the altars we saw inside the cryogenic room. Imu is using the technology of the Great Kingdom and froze her body and soul. He wants to revive her. The soldiers of Marijoa were talking about the Phantom Room. So we have Throne Room, Flower Room, Cryogenic Room. Now we have Phantom Room. Maybe Imu is keeping Lily's body inside this room. Her situation is similar to Princess Vivi. So they not only look alike, their fates kind of overlap. So there is a possibility during the Void Century, Joy Boy or someone came to her and told her about the lies and conspiracies of Imu and the others. He gave her a poneglyph and told her to protect it. So when the Void Century was over and the other royalties moved to Marijoa, she left Alabasta and wanted to find the truth. She either went to Elbaf or Laftel. Unfortunately, she got captured. If she's not inside the cryogenic room, perhaps she's dead. She died after she left the country. But here's the interesting part. Luffy has some connection to Joy Boy. So what if Princess Vivi also has some connection to Lily? I know she is her ancestor. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about she shares some of the memories of soul power of Lily. Well, it's kind of reincarnation. It would be wonderful if she is the reincarnation of Lily. I'm going to talk about 2 amazing commanders of Luffy's Grand Fleet, Sai and Leo. Apparently, Saint Charles is slow in the head. I mean, what do you expect? His brain is draining through his nose all the time. So it's no wonder he's stupid. He didn't give up the idea of keeping Shirahoshi as his pet. I thought he didn't proceed with his stupid plan, but I was wrong. I underestimated his stupidity. Don Quixote Mioscar gave Sai and Leo impunity. If someone messes with them, they can beat anyone they want. When Charlos captured Shirahoshi, Sai and Leo beat the crap out of him. I don't know, is he a masochist? He likes getting hit on the face. It became a habit since him and Auction House incident. Sai and Leo are commoners. They hearted Tenryubito. Charlos is extremely weak. He almost died after getting defeated. So when CP0 and others tried to attack Sai and Leo, Mioscar stepped in and stopped them. He let Sai and Leo leave Marijoa. Saint Roswood accused Mioscar of helping the assassin escape Marijoa. The Tenryubito can order an admiral anytime they want. I think Roswood ordered Kizaru to go after Sai and Leo. Kizaru wanted to find the criminals, but Akainu suggested him otherwise. It was because of the Holy Knights. In the Holy Land, the God's Knight has the exclusive jurisdiction. No one from the world government can intervene in the decision, whether he's a Gorse or a fleet admiral. Since the Holy Knight acquitted Miosgard, the Marines shouldn't get involved with this anymore. The God's Knight in charge of this hearing found Charlos in the wrong. It was his fault for treating the guest of Marijoa in such a reprehensible manner, so he acquitted Miosgard. I think that knight is a good person. I wonder if he's from the Figeland family. I mean the person who looks like Shanks. I hope he sides with Luffy when the time comes. So what's your opinion of the chapter? Do you think Ruskaina is the graves of Joyboy and his friends? And what about the Flower Room and Phantom Room? What do you think of Nefertari Lily? Comment down below. Like the video if you did and subscribe to my channel for more. Hit the notification bell icon for updates. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.